Hey y'all, welcome back to Hopped Up Beer Review. Today we are drinking Universal Sound from Common John Brewing out of Manchester, Tennessee. Thank you for joining us.
We're all tuned in to the universal sound. Turn it up and let the whole room sway. Bright, high, black, and smooth golden wave. One more sip and we're drifting away. Raise your glass when the sun...
Hey everybody, welcome to Hopped Up Beer Review, the show where we give you our unprofessional and somewhat biased opinion about the beer that we are drinking and reviewing. Back once again, there is Jay, there's Andy in the attic. What are we drinking today?
Universal Sound. Common Bond.
Common John.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
I heard him say John.
Okay. I'm good.
Just you, man.
Technical difficulties here.
Yep. Must be something going on with my microphone. It's converting words that I say.
Like a missionary. Converting. Going to a foreign land.
102 IBUs. Good luck on this one, Ben.
Yeah.
You bought it too.
Did. I must like you guys.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mates.
Wow. Andy, you lost in thought?
Yeah, I am. I was just didn't get a lot of information out of this brewery. Universal Sound is an Imperial IPA, as it says on the can. 8%, 102 IBUs, as Jay said. Uses Simcoe, Galaxy, and Citra hops. They filed trademark for it in 2019 and registered it in 2021 for the name Universal Sound. I was like, why did it bring that up? I don't. Never have gotten that. Okay.
There's a song called Universal Sound. It's a country song, I believe. Country.
Makes sense. I'm assuming Manchester is close to Nashville.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Has tasting notes of strong pine, grapefruit, apricot, and resin-like hop character.
Yeah, it's a Tyler Childers song. It's country music. Became popular in the last year, so it would make sense on the trademark timeline. Year or two.
That's about it for the beer. Like how they can blue collar, white collar. We got no collar.
Manchester is also known for the big music festival, isn't it? Isn't that where Bonnaroo is?
Is that Monterey?
I believe so.
I'm not so familiar. Common John Brewing Company, Manchester, Tennessee. It's a nano brewery. It's Manchester's first craft brewery. And then, you ever thought of the word Manchester? Manchest?
Bonnaroo is in Manchester, by the way.
Manchester. They started with home brewing, their roots in home brewing, and then they opened a tap room in 2020. They described themselves as blue collar and welcoming, aiming to make beer that appeals to craft drinkers and average drinkers. The brewery grew out of a hobby and a local community setting. So, that's about it.
What year was it founded again?
2020. But that's when it opened its tap room. Again, it was hard to get information about this brewery out.
So I picked these up and some others from a tap room in Pulaski, Tennessee. Was up there. My wife's family is from that area. And
So is Bo Wallace.
yes, Bo Wallace, Ole Miss football fame. Basically showed up at the tap room, and they do some brewing there as well. But showed up right as they were kind of getting ready to close, and just shout out to the staff there. They were very patient and allowed me to try a few things, and I never felt rushed or anything like that. So they recommended a couple that we're gonna review, and I grabbed a couple others as well. So, but it's a neat place there in downtown Pulaski. They have a square similar to what we're used to in Oxford, and this is right off the square there. So, neat little spot for sure.
Well, people will tend to go above and beyond for famous people, Ben. So, they were starstruck. Celebrities
had on a ball cap, some glasses. They didn't recognize me until I said, "Hey, it's Ben." Then
they're like, "Oh, cancel that call to the police."
Yeah. There you go. All right, Andy, what do you think?
I think it's good. Tastes closer to a West Coast style. You do get the pine in the resin, maybe a touch of citrusy, bitter citrus. As I said, grapefruit. It's a good beer. It's really easy to drink too. It doesn't taste like as heavy as an 80%. I give 7.5. Not bad. Easy drinker.
Yeah, I'm going to go next. Piggyback on one thing you said. It is easy to drink. Does not feel like an 8%er to me. It's not overly bitter to me as the not IPA guy. I bought this beer for you guys, really, not for me. But it is easy to drink. And yeah, I mean, it's not one I'm necessarily going to reach for, but definitely worth having again at some point in my mind, especially again, not being the IPA guy. So 7.5 was actually my number as well. So, not bad. Jay,
did you drink this beforehand?
I did not. No. So I went in and I asked him. I said, "Give me, what's your top seller? What do most people come in to get?" And this was what they told me.
So you didn't know that I'd already had this beer, did you? So it just so happened it looked the way that went.
I let you go last every once in a while. I didn't even ask. I just assumed that you hadn't had it, but I was trying to be polite and let you go last.
No, I've actually had this beer before. I had
there
it
you go.
Lynchburg, Tennessee. On draft, actually.
I try to be nice, and you have to bring up the fact that you always make you go.
Wow, hey, you're gonna torture me with the beer later tonight, so I get it. That's payback. Yeah, I agree with you guys. I mean, this is easy drinking. It's you said what I would have said, Andy. It's more like a really light West Coast, if you will, to me. It's definitely doesn't feel like an 8%, and really you don't get the 102 IBUs that you would expect. It's not extremely bitter. It does have some bitter on the very back end if you let it sit there for a little while, but 7.5 is my score as well. Score the same as I would when I had it on draft. It tastes pretty much the same as I recall. So thanks, Ben.
You're thanking me for letting you go last, right? The beer.
Thanking you for the beer.
What do you say? What do you know? That's going to be a 7.5 for the Universal Sound from Common John. Definitely one that if you can find, you should check out and give it a shot. Let us know what you think down in the comments below. Also, hop on into our Hopped Up Beer Review Discord server. It is a chat room. You can jump in there and talk about this beer or any other beers that you would like to. We got links down below for Hopped Up Beer Review merch and other things as well. So check all of that out. With that, thank you for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, cheers, that notification bell, especially if you've made it this far. We'd appreciate it. Randy in the attic and Jay, I'm Ben. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
We're all tuned in to the universal sound. Turn it up and let the whole room sway. Bright, high, black, and smooth golden.